Hello, everybody. Thank y'all for being
Hey,
here.
everybody.
Uh, kind of stole Jax's headset for the night.
It, she don't
She
need
don't
them.
want to hear. She don't want to hear the backyard remedy.
Nope, sure didn't know. Got my own backyard shit.
Yep.
Oh,
So
We will conform her one day, Jason. We will conform her one day.
I'm really hoping if we can do that to Eli, then oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we can do it. We'll we'll take them both to a rattlesnake roundup and see what happens.
Oh, I know that's right.
Yes, sir.
Shit,
Oh,
there's the Rattlesnake Ranch right down the road. What is it? 30 minutes from. It's going east off of Highway 21 towards Crockett from Madisonville.
oh, okay. There we go.
Yep.
We'll just load up LJ and tell her we're taking her to an amusement park.
Yep. Eli too.
Yeah.
Ron won't care. Ron will be the one. He'll
No,
say, "Shit, look, well, I'll drive."
right. We'll just sit in the back and just keep them occupied.
Oh yeah.
we'll, we'll do it all. We'll do a new age Oregon Trail.
Uh,
Oh man. So how is everybody in chat? Oh look, LJ's in chat. She already knows our plan.
no, maybe not.
Maybe not.
If she don't have the volume up, she probably won't.
There we go. We could do
She's
that.
like, "What?"
Oh man.
wet your butt.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yep. No, actually, we're talking about trying to figure out a snake to get you, a good one.
I know it.
Yep.
I went off the snake.
Okay. She wants a hognose snake. We'll get her one with a
Oh,
bikini
those
on it.
things
That way,
stink.
I'll go straight to
Oh,
she said they're very tiny.
they're tiny, but the thing is like when they try to play dead. Oh man, they let out a vicious stink.
Mm.
Mm,
If you
no.
know, if we put a bikini on it, Eli might want one. Make it look like a pizza or a corn snake. She said.
Yeah, we could do a corn snake. Corn snakes aren't bad.
I like corn
They get huge though.
snakes coming in a variety of colors.
Yeah, they do come in a variety of colors. I've seen like
No, yeah, they're
three kinds around where I grew up. Three different colors. Yeah. Now I've had
I've always liked.
Oh, go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Oh, I
No,
was gonna say I always loved the black corn snakes. Like they got that like silver shine on them.
I've seen two of them in my entire life.
Yeah.
That was once in Texas and once in Tennessee.
Yep. That's where I encountered the first one was in Tennessee.
I've seen one kind of resembled the color of the corn candy. I mean, it was
Yeah.
probably 3 foot long. I was a
Oh,
little bitty
really?
sucker back then. Yep. And then there was, I think there was like three of them in that tree trunk, the base of that tree. It was in the cemetery on my grandpa's ranch.
Mm-hmm.
They were all coiled up in the bottom of the tree. One of them looked like the corn candy, and the other one was a black, kind of a, was it reddish? Almost a reddish
Oh,
black, and then there was
Yeah.
like a orange color looking one. I
Yeah.
think they were. I don't know what they were, but I was a little bitty shit back then.
Yeah, the first one I saw, my grandfather, he he let me and my older brother, make a garden, and we were out harvesting it and everything, and it was probably in the middle of spring, and we were in McDonald, Georgia, and in the middle of nowhere, my grandfather had a 300-acre farm, and my older brother was in the field and in the garden, picking stuff and everything, and I was just sitting on the bank, and he was he was over at the tomato bushes picking, and I just saw this huge black, skinny black thing just sit up, kind of like a king cobra, behind my brother, and I just sat there and I was just amazed looking at how big it was. It was probably about 6 foot tall, like sitting up there because it was over my brother. And my grandfather came riding down on the four-wheeler, and he pulled out the shotgun, blasted it, picked it up, and hung it over the branches of the oak tree that was hanging over for our shade. And the whole length of it was like 8 foot long. And
Oh shit.
yeah, and in Georgia they think if you kill a snake and you hang its dead body over an area, the other snakes of its kind won't come to that area because
I've heard that.
yeah, it's like a sign.
Like
Yeah,
was that some ranches in West Texas? They'll do that too with coyotes and wolves. They'll
yep,
just shoot them and then just throw their carcass up on the fence, and warn them
yep,
all off.
yep. And like out here in San Antonio, if rattlesnakes and everything are on one of the cow farm and one of the beef farms, well, beef
Mm,
ranches, if they kill a rattlesnake, they'll cut its head off and put it on the fence, and
mm,
kind of the same way, it's like a warning to the others. There's so many like wives' tales on how to protect your property and all this stuff, and like if you kill like like here in San Antonio, if you kill a scorpion, you're supposed to grab it, put it in the freezer, and
mm,
for like 6 months. And with it being in the freezer, it's supposed to preserve it, and other scorpions will not invade your house or your land because of that death.
mm.
So, they're weird. I
Oh yeah.
mean, it's been
I
around for a while.
I think my grandpa and his nephews actually told me that, and that I think that's where I got the same details
Mindset.
of everything.
Yeah. It but it's different in every state, every rural area.
Mm,
They all have a different form of some kind of connection with nature and different ways of handling stuff. Like in Tennessee,
mm,
if you don't want a possum or raccoons to invade your land and eat your stock, or like your your horse feed or your cattle feed or anything like that, You're supposed to you're supposed to kill it and bury it 10 feet away from the area that you killed it.
yep.
And the possums and the scorpions will smell the smell of the dead one and run
Mm,
away.
oh yeah.
And it's like in Tennessee, the way that they keep snakes at bay and everything is they put mothballs around their house.
Mm,
And the mothballs mess up the senses of the snakes and send them the other way. Like they want to get away from the smell of the mothball.
Now I've heard that about see, my grandpa, he's always put whittle down cedar down to
Yeah.
the red, put it in the closet, like on the top shelf of your closet. It'll keep
Mm-hmm.
moths out of there. And then you can take the mothballs, throw them under your house, and it'll keep snakes out.
Yep.
Hey, there's a real deal.
Hey, LJ. But yeah, it's something to do with mothballs. Like mothballs not only gets rid of moths or any kind of like flying insects. It actually gets rid of predators
Almost
too.
everything.
Yeah.
It does. It might send humans away too because of the smell.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. Like in Australia, the Aborigines, they have a way of protecting their camp. Like they will take a rope and lay it on the ground around the outside of their camp, base camp, and the snakes won't crawl over the rope. So they just like circle around the rope and leave. That's what they believe. So
I've heard the same thing too, but like the cowboys back there in the 1800s, they take their lariat, put them around their bedroll, and a snake wouldn't crawl over
it. Oh yeah. And like scorpions, supposedly if you heat up rocks around the outside of the fire and like the heat stones, and you lay them around your bedroll or your tent or whatever, scorpions and spiders will be attracted to the rocks and they won't go into your tent or anything. They'll just stay on the rocks to get the warmth. So
I've heard that, and like when you take your boots off, so you're in a backcountry camp, and you're you got your fire going, you take little sticks and stab them to where the smoke will go, and you turn your boots upside down and the smoke will go up into your boots, and that'll help keep all the insects and everything out from your boots also.
Oh yeah.
I've actually done that.
See, I haven't ever done that. I mean, I've always just kept the boots inside, like inside the tent and everything. But, one of my friends out here, he likes taking wild trails with horses and stuff, but he told me about that exact same thing also. He's like, when you're just sleeping in a bed, a cowboy roll or whatever out in the middle of, the Chihuahuan Desert, that's what you do.
I've actually just slept on top of my bedroll sometimes, and I'd be like 3 foot away from the fire, maybe 4, and I try to keep a small fire, and I, being riding horses all day, you'd have to wear the cowboy boots, and I wouldn't just wear the little short top, cowboy boots. I had the tall ones that damn near come up to your knee.
Yeah, and, the calf ones,
Yeah, and so I'd stab those sticks down in the ground where they would be kind of going away from the smoke, and the fire, where the smoke would go right up into the, in the calf area, and then fill up in your foot part.
Right.
I've actually done that a few times, and I've kept some critters out of my boots.
Oh yeah.
And I've kept them off of my bedroll. I remember one night, it was a summer night back there in Texas on the ranch, It was
Yeah.
the far back bass pond. I
Hmm.
I had a military mummy bag. I set it on the tank dam. Had a
Yeah.
shotgun. I laid down on top of the shotgun, and everybody else slept in my buddy's truck. So
Right. Right.
I'm
Right.
I, I'm the only one sleeping on the tank dam in the summertime. Yeah, I never had a bedfellow.
Yeah.
They're
And,
like, just give me alert rope. They're like, why? Just give me alert rope. So I just
oh yeah.
wrapped it around the sleeping bag. Never had a bedfellow.
Yeah. See, when I moved to Texas and everything, I'm used to snow and everything, at the beginning of October. And
Mm.
now, most of my like survival kits and, bushcraft kits and all that stuff was for cold weather, and I've
Mm.
had to rechange everything in the way I was thinking once I
Oh
hit
yeah,
Texas because it's a whole entire different world out here,
it is.
and it's like the Chihuahuan Desert, I know it gets cold like in the Arizona deserts and stuff like that. It can get down to freezing at night, but
It can.
like yeah, like
Oh,
the
shoot.
Chihuahuan
Oh yeah.
Desert still, it does get colder at night, but I one of my survival friends and everything, he taught me, he's Texas born and raised, and he taught me to dig about 3 foot underneath the sand and cover myself
Mm.
with the sand, and it heats you up just like a sauna because it's still, hot under the first 3 layers of the sand. And I didn't know that. So I
Oh
was
yeah.
like, I don't even need a blanket anymore.
Mm.
And
Oh yeah. Uh, I don't know if y'all remember Jeremiah Johnson.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Where he meets the old man up in the mountains, and they get snowed in the back country. I've
Hmm.
actually I've actually had to do that, where they dig
Oh yeah.
down in the dirt, build a fire, put some hot coals underneath, and then put dirt on top of that. But you got to have it so deep underneath that, or you're gonna end up having a hot ass.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
I I I've done that in December in North Carolina one night. Like my tent that I packed and everything,
Mm.
it was probably about, a 3 or 4 year old tent, and I used it for everything. And I set up
Oh,
my camp spot, and the wind and the snow and everything started blowing and ripped open the whole entire right side of my tent. So it
mm,
literally became
mm.
useless for me. The only good thing about it was it had a tarp, a rain fly on top of it. So the the only thing I could do was take a forked stick, a forked branch. I
Mm.
wrapped rope around it instead of paracord that everybody uses now,
Yeah, I
and
don't like to
used it
use
as a
bracelets.
shovel. Right.
Yep.
And I used it as a shovel to shovel out the ground, dug out the
Mm.
hole, filled that whole entire filled that whole entire hole up with hot rocks and coals and everything.
Mm.
Packed that red clay mud on top of it and made a bed and used the snow around me to cover over and make a shelter for me
Oh yeah.
because I took the rain fly off and I put the rain fly over me and
Mm.
used that as kind of like a a roof for me. And
Oh yeah.
I was warm all night.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
I've done it a few times with some. Hell, if I'd have thought about it, I think I did put. Yeah, I did. I do have some pictures up on one of my Instagram that I
Yeah.
started a shelter. And I
Mhm.
was trying to make it a little bit bigger as I went.
Yeah.
When I had time and shit back in Texas, I had some.
Turn the camera off and
Uh,
activate.
thank you. Had when I had the time, I was going to make it bigger and add more to it,
Mhm.
and I did make some from another part. And then something happened. The area got kind of flooded out, so I wasn't able to go in there and make any more. So I had to move it around and make it up a little bit higher.
Yeah.
So, and then the damn ice age hit.
Mhm. You know, during the ice age and everything, I made a video about doing a lean-to with, sticks and cable ties.
Oh yeah.
And I went back after the snowstorm and everything that's happened, and it's like what, like 6, 7 months later, you know, and I went back to that same spot to see how my lean-to's holding up. That thing's still up and holding on, and I'm going to do another video on it, like 6 months later, and show people that it's still, if you have the right equipment and the right know-how and everything, you can make anything out of the wilderness. The wilderness will provide for you everything that you need if you know how to use it. And people just don't understand that. And you're going to see all these survival people, and you're going to see all these, like preppers and stuff telling you to buy the most expensive gear out there, spend thousands upon thousands of dollars on gear that you will never use. But the thing is, survival, prepping, bushcrafting, everything is a combination of each other. You can't have one without the other. If your hobby is bushcrafting, you are technically, people consider bushcrafters now a hobbyist instead of a survivalist, because of the way YouTube has deemed it. But if you know how to handle the wilderness, you can handle any situation. You can handle, if you know how to find and collect resources in the woods, know how to use it, know how to acquire it, going and doing being a survivalist in the urban area where you have everything man-made at your disposal, you're not really surviving anymore in an urban environment. You're considered a scavenger now, not a survivalist.
Oh yeah.
Um, but nature will provide everything, just like an urban environment will provide everything. It's just you have to do more work in the
Mm.
wilderness to find your resources and process it. That's the only difference.
Hmm.
Welcome back, brother.
Sorry. She went and grabbed me some. I don't know what you call it. Some kind of stir fry.
Stir fry. Stir fry.
Oh, it's all good, brother. It's all good. If you want to turn your camera off and eat, go ahead. Yeah.
I
I,
do
I have a few days experience on keeping these people busy on camera.
I like
Oh
using
yeah,
chopsticks.
so do I. It makes it more authentic, you know.
It does.
Yeah.
I love it.
And you know that's one of the best things to do and use in a wilderness survival is chopsticks. You know, you can make it out of any piece of wood. You can,
Mhm.
you know, and it's a multi-purpose item. You know,
They
you can
are
use it to flip meat. You can use it to eat. You can use it for anything.
hair ties. Yeah. I was just figuring to say that,
Hmm.
and she popped up and said, "Hold your hair up too."
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Mm.
It's everything. You know, we we as a civilization have took advantage of everything. You know, like. But in a wilderness situation, you know, it's like people determine that we have to have a different skill set being in the wilderness than we do
Mm.
in, you know, than in an urban area. Like they think, oh, we carry like 500 pounds of rope for everything that we do, and we need rope for everything that we need, you know, and I try proving people
Oh.
wrong, you know. I go to the dollar store and buy, you know, 200 zip ties. And
Mm.
it's like you don't need rope for everything. You don't need, you know. And
There's a.
I'll tell you one thing. Yeah.
Mm. Oh, I was gonna say there's another YouTuber out there. She's young. Um, she's already got 3 babies, I think.
Oh,
Now,
really? Yeah.
she actually ended up getting bit by a tick last year, year before last.
Hmm.
She got I think it's key lime. Um,
Oh.
she went out. She's from like over Germany or something like that. She has
Hmm.
2 different channels, one English version and then the other her version. It's Wild Woman
Ah.
Bushcraft, and
Oh yeah, I've heard of her. Yeah.
she can take like pine root and tie shit up with it like that and use that as a rope.
Yep.
Um, I've
Oh yeah.
seen other YouTubers. Um, shit, I can't think of them all right now, but they've
Right.
woven like bark and shit off of, well, the trees have been dead or fell down because they either had a disease or something, and the
Yeah.
bark was still green and still wet, so they
Hmm.
weave them up and make ropes.
Yep.
So, I mean, you don't have to have paracord or nylon or any other kind of rope. You can make your own damn rope.
Right. And you know that's why I always say, you know, like bushcrafting, survivalist, whatever, it's all the same. You know, it's
It is.
just and you know, I to tell you the truth, I would rather have a hobbyist bushcrafter with me in a survival
Mhm.
situation than somebody that's a claimed know-it-all ex-military whatever person with me, you know.
No,
Don't
that's
get me wrong, I'm not knocking anybody. I come from a military family, I know. You know, but survival, you know, like survival and stuff like that wasn't on the priority of the military training list.
Mhm. No.
But yeah, and and I'd rather have somebody that knows a lot of the wilderness and knows more about wild edibles than I do. You know, it's like because there's so many different plants out there that look exactly the same. They just have one different feature on it that could be just a slight difference. And that's the difference between life and death, you know? Like
Mhm.
like wolfberries. Okay, wolfberries look just like blueberries in the blooming season, but
They do.
wolfberries are extremely poisonous, you know?
Mm.
Like if you eat if you
Mhm.
eat wolfberries, you could die in like 3 days. And
Oh, I know it.
yeah, and it's like wild mushrooms. I would
Mm.
never in my life, even if I am starving to death in the middle of nowhere, go and
Mm-mm.
pick mushrooms.
I know
Like,
that's right.
yeah, it's
My,
there's too much out there that will kill you. Like
but
collard greens, you know,
then again,
or
you might
poke
end up.
salad.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know. You might end up getting some. If you don't know like the difference between peyote and regular mushrooms from being in the wild,
Mm-hmm.
well, you
Yep.
might end up hallucinating like a son of a bitch.
Oh
So,
yeah.
hmm
And it's all, everything has a different purpose. Everything has a different way of being cooked. Like, yes, humans can eat acorns. We can eat acorns, but the thing is, you have to purge it of
you
all of
do.
the. You have to purge it like 3 times, with
Um,
water,
mm,
and then it's eligible to eat. But you can't
yeah.
just go and pick acorns and just eat them because
Mm-mm.
I forgot it's got like tannic acids or something in it that will kill you. And
Uh, yeah, there was a shit. I think it was like 2 years ago. I come across
yeah,
a survival. It was on YouTube. It was a so many day trek on a survival video, and
right,
this fella come up with a bunch of like 6 handfuls, or I forget how many handfuls of acorns he got. And
yeah,
the guy that was hosting that survival challenge um,
hmm,
had to come in to get those acorns from each individual and take them to base camp just to get them to where
purge
you
it.
can actually eat them. Yep.
Yeah, it's like our, it, it like with Texas red cedar, you can peel away the bark and you can get to what's called the capsaicin, which is the
Mm,
white skin under just right underneath the bark.
mm,
And our Native American ancestors and everything taught the white settlers how to dry it out, pound
mm,
it, and use it to be kind of like a flour.
mm,
And it also is like a thirst like a thirst um oh what it stops you from being thirsty. Like if you're in a desert area
mm,
or something like that, you just chew on it and it stops you from wanting to drink. It leaves like a
mm,
sour taste in your mouth. um but they taught the white settlers and everything to ration that capsaicin with their flour to make it last longer on their long trips.
mm,
And it but the thing is, you can't just straight up grab it and eat it.
mm.
You have to let it dry out. And if you
You
don't know
do.
that, you're going to make yourself sick or poison yourself with it.
Definitely.
And
I mean, they are damn good arrows too after you strengthen them up
Oh yeah.
run them through smoke and kind of just keep working with them on both
Hmm.
ends of it for the whole length of the arrow shaft. And
Yeah.
that smoke strengthens them up to make really great arrows too.
Yeah. Oh
So,
yeah. I mean, it's kind of like a fiberglass kind of,
mm,
and I mean,
it
you can
is.
also use it, and you can use it as kind of like a tape, and like you
Mm,
can bandage wounds and everything with it, dry it out, it'll stick together. And there's multi purposes to a lot of stuff in the wilderness.
Unfortunately,
And
I know some people that are allergic to it. The
oh, really?
Well, they say they're allergic to it. I'm not really sure, but
Yeah.
they say they're allergic to cedar. So
Yeah.
it might be
Yeah.
the the leaves and the seeds, but I'm not sure about the actual meat and the heart of the actual
Right.
cedar.
Yeah. It's
I
one of
don't.
those things.
Mm,
We we are we are so different from our ancestors, like our immune
uh,
systems and all this
mm,
stuff. Like it's that's why I tell people, like mm, this is why you need to make a survival kit for you, because you can't like you don't know what you're allergic to. You don't know what will cause an anaphylactic shock on you in the middle of the wilderness. And if you're lost in an area, if you're lost in the middle of woods, say, I don't know, who's in chat? Let's see here. Um, Let me pick Cassie out of everybody. Sorry, Cassie, I saw you. Anyways, say Cassie's out at a haunted location, or whatever. Say she found a graveyard somewhere in the middle of the woods, and she goes out in the woods and she gets turned around and she gets forced delusion or forced confusion, what they called it, where you're in you're walking the trail, you walk in, it looks it looks one way when you go into the wilderness, but when you turn around and you look back outwards, it's a completely different setting.
mm,
if if she got lost and could not find her way back to the trail, say she hiked 2 miles out to try to find this graveyard
mm,
and turn around, can't find her way back, and she has to stay overnight or whatever,
mm,
it's better for her to have her own survival kit with what she knows she can eat and know what she can use, instead of going and picking up some $100 3-day survival pack that you don't know what the contents of are in it.
That's a fact.
And yeah, and
Mm,
because it's not like a normal person is going to have an SAS or a botany book or anything on them
mm,
to let them know, oh, I can eat this or harvest this. And most people can't
mm,
survive mentally 3 days in a stressful situation with no
mm,
food, no shelter, no way to actually make a fire to keep themselves warm. And the thing is, you may not believe that it could be a sunny, warm day in the 70s and you're on a hike, but the way you tell how cold it's going to be is actually sitting in the shade in an area that you're at, because the shade will tell you how cold it's going to be after the sun sets.
mm,
And then you'll also see how hard the wind is blowing in that area, where the wind is blowing, and you get a better sense of where it is instead of manipulating yourself to believe that it's a beautiful day and nothing's going to go wrong. It's a blue sky, and so I'm going to be able to survive the night. And that's why it happens to a lot of 411 cases. People mistake what's happening with nature. But sorry, Cassie, I had to choose you, sis. Or Eli. I could choose Eli next time. Everybody wants to see Eli on a survival run, don't they? Eli, we're gonna have to do a wildlife adventure with you and see the perspective of a city boy trapped in the woods with no pizza. Survival without pizza, yes. You're not getting pizza on my survival trip, Eli. I know, Boomer. That's the funny thing. Poor Eli. Eli, we'll get you an inflatable CC's pizza. So you can at least pretend you're near a pizza joint. But the thing, I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm telling people through experience, actual experience of crawling through the mud, being in the wilderness and trapped and everything. And me and Jason aren't going to lie to you about these situations, you know?
Never.
Yeah. It's not, nature is beautiful. Nature is wonderful. Nature will kill you in a heartbeat, you know? Yeah. And it's not just nature, you know, it's the citizens of nature also, you know? And if you don't respect nature and you don't understand nature, your body is going to be a home for some wild animal. They're going to haul you out and they're going to eat you. And they don't care. You're food to them, you know? And the easiest thing to do in nature is not listening to the signs of warning. You know, everything's going to warn you. Everything's going to tell you if you're walking into danger or not. The birds will tell you. If you walk into a part of the forest and it was quiet, and then you walk into it and the birds start chirping and the squirrels start chittering, they're trying to warn you that you're in a different territory and there's either predators there or they're scared of you and they're going to allow the predators to know that there's something up in that area. Because the predators are like the bouncers of the woods.
Yeah. I don't know if you ever been to Huntsville out there in Texas. There's it's a bar. It's called Shenanigans. I was a bouncer up in there. I worked there's a hip hop area, like a thing in the far back. It's called Confetti's. and
Yeah.
I was a bouncer in there for a little while. So, oh
Nice.
yeah, predators are the bouncers.
Yep. Yes, sir.
We're just the clients up in that.
Oh yeah. If you do
Yep.
something stupid, the predators will know. And the predators and the prey, they already know that you're in the area before you even enter into their territory. I
Hmm.
mean, there's no hiding from them. There's no
Mm-mm.
self-defense. And I'll tell you one thing, even me and Jason that's been out in the wilderness all our life, we are not John Rambo. If a
Mm-mm.
wild pig comes at us, I'm climbing a tree. I'm sorry. I'm not going to go and kill that thing and
Mm-mm.
wrestle it to the ground ever. I'm sorry.
I'll shoot it from
And it's the
afar,
same,
but that's about it.
right? Those
Shoot it from
tusks,
afar.
those tusks, yeah, those tusks are deadly, deadly weapons for a reason, and they are
Hmm.
psychotic, especially if they have juveniles around them. And I mean, it's just like anybody else, like
Hmm.
it's like any of y'all that have a house. If somebody comes barging into your front door right now, you know, you're not going to just let them come in and take whatever they want or do whatever they want. You know, it, it
Hmm.
it's that same kind of defense and territory. You're defending what you own. What And animals believe that, like bears believe that their territory is 100 miles of all around them. North, south, east,
Hmm.
west, northwest, north, south, north, northeast, northwest, southwest, southeast, like all around them at 360. That's their territory, and they will kill you for it. But and that's what me and Jason and a lot of other survivalists and preppers and bushcrafters try to teach y'all. You know, I know, I know y'all have a 50 to 100 pound backpack on you with equipment. Most of you do. But the thing is, what is 5 more pounds or 10 more pounds for something that's going to
Not really.
save your life? It's it's pointless to not protect
Hmm.
yourself because you only have one life.
Definitely. I
Yeah.
don't know if I've ever showed y'all my Christmas present, but
Huh.
hand forged. It's Mjolnir.
That's
Um,
nice, brother.
that's not a cheap one neither. I've done went to the website and
Yeah.
a friend of mine at work he got it for my Christmas present.
Right. That's nice, brother.
Thank you. I'm proud of it.
Well, it is
It's actually hand forged. So,
yeah.
oh yeah. Um, hell, I'll send you the details of it. I got it over there, my side of the bed in my nightstand.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah. Speaking of pocket knife, I mean, this is right beside me, Boomer. I mean,
Mm.
there's only so much you can do with a pocket knife, though.
I got that one I had for
Especially,
years. It was given to me.
yeah,
The dollar Walmart serrated
right,
edge.
yeah, yeah. I can't. When I was younger, I used to have serrated blades because serrated blades can be used for anything. I mean, like my uncles, they were all electricians, so they used serrated
Mm.
blades to cut the wires and all that stuff. But like out in the wilderness, like a serrated blade, like yes, old timers.
I got
That is one
twins.
thing I would. Oh yeah, I would trust my life with an old timer before anything
Mm.
else because it's got multiple blades for different uses. I mean,
Yes, sir.
you have
Sure does.
you have one. Yeah, I but my favorite blade is a hook bill knife. I mean, I love that.
Mm.
It and people say, "Oh, you don't in this time or whatever, you don't need a hook bill knife unless you're cleaning out a horse's hoof or yep."
North
You can
American
do
Hunting
so
Club.
much with. Yes, sir. Uh, hold on. I'll be back. I'll be. Let me finish this
Oh,
cigarette and I'll go get my hook knife that my grandfather gave me.
all right. I had one somewhere.
Yeah. It. It's a horse cleaning tool, but that if it's used to clean hoofs on cattle and horses and everything,
Mm-hmm.
it can be used for anything. It's
Multi
strong enough to
tools.
handle whatever. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
our grandparents didn't have Gerber multi tools or
Mm-mm.
whatever. That was their multi tool of the day.
It was.
And
Mm.
yeah, like my grandfather had a mason knife, and
Oh
a
shit.
bricklayer mason knife.
Mm.
And I'll tell you one thing, that knife, he was able to scrape molder out of bricks, hardened molder with it, and not break that blade, and pop it, pop the brick out of walls with it.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't even find blades that strong anymore.
Mm-mm. No, you can't.
Hmm.
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah,
See, I'm trying to. I think it was an Imperial. My grandma had. It was a
yeah.
two blade, and somebody tried to use it as a damn pry bar from the right way to the wrong way,
Yeah.
and
Mm,
broke it off. And uh, I got to replace both blades now.
yeah. Like this. I picked this up at a gun show, and it's a small. It's just a small multi tool. But the thing is,
Mm,
it's got a can opener, which is also a knife blade on it. It's got a pry
mm,
bar on it. It's got a another pry bar on it and a fork
mm,
where you can pull out nails or whatever you need. I mean,
mm.
yeah, everything comes with a bottle opener now. I don't know why, but this
I've
thing
had,
right here was a
mm,
dollar at a gun show.
damn,
Yeah.
I've had that for 2015, and it's
Yes,
seen too much
sir.
use.
Hold on,
All right,
hold on. I gotta get mine out now.
all right.
exact same thing, brother. Oh, where is mine? Oh, here it is. I got a new wallet and I just fixed it out. Oh, I got that on my other side, but I also got a credit card knife, the pop blade.
Talking about one of these.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
me and you are the same, brother. Me and you are the same.
Yes, sir. My my stepmom got me that. They had
Yeah.
like probably 30 of these things, and
Oh yeah.
yep, I had to use some cloth tape on it. I
Oh
about
yeah,
wore the
yeah,
side out.
yeah. But yeah, see, I got
Uh-huh.
the same credit card multi-tool also,
Uh-huh. Yep.
and that's the thing with survivalists and stuff. Like every single one of us will have the exact same gear on us at all times,
Oh, I
and
know it. I mean, I've
it,
got olive drab paracord, um,
yep,
and then I've got the same guy that gave me the knife for Christmas. He gave me a big ass spool of black survival paracord,
nice.
and he's fixing to give me some different colors so I can start making bracelets for a lot of
Oh,
people,
that's
and
cool.
probably end up trying to sell that with some like other like survival fish hooks to go with it, and
Yeah.
some other goodies.
The
Yep,
hell?
try to anyway.
Sorry, I just heard a radio go off in like the middle of my woods.
Huh.
Yeah.
Kind of wonder if that's paranormal then.
I don't know. But I'll tell you one thing, I got a 12 gauge right here beside me.
I know that's right. And I got.
I'll be back. I'll show you. I'll go get that knife and show you.
All right. I'll try to entertain everybody else.
Oh, I'm still on the chat. It's all good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just. I mean, it's different. The majority of people that are doing cryptid hunting, paranormal hunting, stuff like that. More and more people are now going into the wilderness,
Mm,
and they're going into the wilderness unprepared, you know.
they
But
are.
yeah, this is my
Oh
granddaddy's
shit.
hook knife. Oh crap! No.
We're still here.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got the full hook knife.
Mhm.
Then I also
There's a pick on the
come
back,
on.
or the pick
Yeah,
next to it.
it's got the hoof pick. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, the pry pick.
Mm.
And this one's actually another. This one has a 90-degree scrape bar on it, so you could scrape ferro rods with it and create sparks.
Ah.
So
Okay.
yeah,
Huh.
and
Huh.
this was made by the Rollin Company,
Oh
and the Rollin
shit. I
Company
don't
went
think
out of
they're in.
business in like the 30s.
I was fixing to say. Yeah, I don't think they've passed the 40s. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's damn good condition too.
yeah. My grandfather took really good care of it, and it came with this is a cattle femur bone handle.
Oh yeah,
So
it's still white. It's
yeah,
not yellow.
yep.
Hmm.
I've I hold up.
Hmm.
I'm hearing voices in my woods now.
Oh shit.
Okay, that's it. We're gonna go on an adventure.
Alrighty, we're with you.
Awesome. Let me flip this around. Oop,
Now we just need night vision.
camera. To right. That would be nice. Okay, so y'all see my flashlight.
We do.
So let me
Oh, I know.
let me do a bigger circle.
All right. I just got a bot out of my damn chat.
Oh yeah.
Bastard. Yep.
That means you got good people. You got a lot of people in your chat, so they need to advertise.
I guess so. I don't know.
Mhm.
I figured if you was way up there, you would end up getting them pornographic advertisers.
Oh no, bro.
I guess if anybody goes live for a long period of time, they will.
Yeah, they don't care if you got two people or like 2 subscribers or what on your
Hmm.
channel.
Sorry if I
Alright, that's
want
weird.
pornograph. Uh-oh. What's that?
Like when I come into the woods, it stopped.
Might be paranormal.
I don't know.
Mm.
I really don't know. I do have a lady in teal that runs around my property.
Hmm.
Well, hold up. I just walked into a whole entire uprooted cedar tree that's been broken
Oh shit.
and crossed into my trees. And that's why I bought this. That's why this land we bought this. We bought this land is because we bought it from an old German man, and it was scrub land, and he said that he used to keep silos out here and fill it with corn and everything for his cattle. And he always said that there was a hairy man that would come and steal all his like corn, would like break open the silo and steal the corn, and like, so I bought it because of maybe it could be a Sasquatch. But then there was a lady in teal. I've seen it. I've never seen her, but I've heard her crying in the woods and like asking for help. But she showed herself to. She only shows herself to single men. Like my brother-in-law, when he was single, he saw a woman, like a Hispanic woman, walking through the woods that was wearing like a teal dress.
Hmm.
And
Shit, that
yeah,
leaves us both out.
right? Yeah, I mean, but she'll ask for help and everything to like married men, like
Hmm.
to people that has a significant other. Like
Hmm.
I guess because we have a significant other, she trusts us. I don't know, but
Hmm.
that's weird. I don't know. I really don't know, brother. Can't
And
explain it.
that tree was still green too. Looked like, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it was.
And y'all don't get
Oh,
strong ass winds like Arizona does. Hmm.
nope.
Yeah, that's strange about that
Yeah.
damn tree like that.
Sorry about the
Hmm.
trash on my porch. Trash day is tomorrow, so I got all the cat litter and everything out here.
I still got air conditioner filter I got to take out to the garbage. That sucker comes tomorrow. So
Right.
probably after this, I'm gonna run it out there.
Oh yeah. That's what I was gonna do with all this.
Uh,
Oh, yeah, it's just
hmm.
I don't know. Something about Texas wilderness, like
Hmm.
it's strange at night. There's things that happen at night. And
I've noticed that. I couldn't never quite put my finger on it. When I was growing up
hmm
on my grandpa's ranch there, I mean, I could go out. I felt comfortable where I was at in my
Yeah.
camps or whatever you want to call it. When I'd make it and I have a little fire going, especially in the
hmm
wintertime, I'd have a fire going. But then if I didn't have a fire going, I felt kind of uncomfortable. So
Yeah.
I built me a fire and I felt comfortable after that. But
Right.
yeah, I don't know. I know my grandpa and my cousin both was saying that his first nephew um, was always telling me that ranch had an unactive volcano and you can get to the rocks by horseback
Yeah.
and anything else, but going past those rocks, you had to walk up in between those rocks.
Okay.
They never would carry me out there, but they told me where it was at.
Yeah.
So I ended up going out there one day. I walked the whole damn way all the way out there. And this is a 1,000 acre cattle ranch. Never been there a day in my life. And
Right.
it's just about on our neighbor's ranch.
Mm.
And it
Okay.
was exactly the way they described it. And I don't know how long it's been, unactive.
Right.
And I'm still tripping out to this day that there's a volcano in Texas.
Yeah. I don't blame you at all,
Mm.
brother. I mean, that like like my like on my land, I have a underground river,
Mm.
and but there's no openings to get actually down in there,
Mm.
and we we drilled. It was probably about maybe 20 foot underground, and now I I have connection to it, and I have sump pumps in there that's bringing up river water for me, and I've disconnected from the grid so far, and it produces like 3 gallons a minute. So I don't have to worry about water anymore, and I get it fresh from, and it's actually mineral water because it runs through quartz. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I quit smoking.
Eli, what are
ended
you
up
doing?
vaping.
Yeah. I can't vape. Like, it makes me sick. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't even really want to smoke anymore. It's just the habit that I have, It's
Yeah.
like I'll sit here and let it burn halfway through. And just wasting money on them for no reason.
I found out. I don't know. There's different flavors that you can go through.
Yeah.
This is a Zeus tank, and it's got
Oh
a
yeah.
coil inside of it. And this was LJ's mod. It's got skulls all over it. But
That's cool.
I've got it on 25 right now. I've got I put a little bit of salt vape in it, but not really that much.
Yeah.
That's rainbow blood, and it actually tastes pretty good. She got a better flavor. It's like 6 milligrams, but it's not salt vape.
Oh, okay.
That salt vape is like 25 or 26% nicotine, and then I'm just barely put a little bit of my salt juice in it, and you can mix the flavor, and it tastes better for some reason. I don't know why, but sometimes it tastes like you're eating a bowl of what is that? That mixed
like
fruity pebbles. Yeah, Fruit Loops and Fruity Pebbles. Yeah. So, I never thought I'd quit smoking, but she hooked me up on a vape.
Yeah. Her name is not Jack, sir. Her name is LJ.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. Yeah, boy. Yeah.
Just wait till you get out of here, boy.
Oh, Eli.
Yep.
We gotta toughen up that city boy.
Oh shit! When he comes out here, Jax will definitely tough his ass up real quick.
Right? We'll just sit back and laugh. How about that?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'll sit back and drink a Pabst Blue Ribbon while she does it.
Right? Yeah, that's great.
Yep.
We'll have Eli distract LJ, and I'll throw some, some whitetail back straps on the grill.
Mm-hmm.
Tell her that they're ribs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we will, Rod. We'll tie you and Rod up, Eli.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we'll hold y'all as hostage for unlimited pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is. I enjoy this, Jason.
I do too. I appreciate that.
Yes,
I
sir.
love this.
This is so much better of a vibe than any other survival, YouTube panel that
It
I've been
is.
on or anything like that. It's,
Oh,
just two good country boys just sitting back and just having a laugh.
definitely. And having Eli's ass in the chat too.
Right? We should you should throw Eli a league and just like have him
I
up
think I
here.
will. I
Yeah.
believe I will. Let's see.
Eli, we ain't white all the way, sir.
Nope, we're not.
Nope. We are we share the same native blood, sir. You Mexi maybe.
Oh, shit. If I can remember how to do this now.
Right. It should be under guest, and it'll say send
Oh yeah, that's right.
invite guest and copy to clipboard, then go to your chat and post it.
That's right. Thank you.
Yes, sir. You're welcome. Eli, get up here. Get up here.
There you go.
Yeah, the beginning of the week they said, oh, Texas is supposed to
Nope.
have
Private
rain
chat.
and
Post comment. That one.
yeah. Oh no, not private chat. Regular comments.
Other one. There it goes.
Yeah. There you go.
I had the wrong button.
There we go. Yeah, they were saying we're supposed to have rain and all this stuff and everything, and starting Monday, and they changed the weather, saying that everything's clear skies and blue now.
Dang. I know they
Yeah.
been saying that about here. I know when I went to town earlier, around right about 12.
Yeah.
I rode with LJ's sister to Save-A-Lot, and
oh, you guys save a lot out there?
We do.
Man, I haven't seen a Save a Lot forever.
I know. I thought they all shut down until I got here.
Right?
And she told me she works at Maverick, further outside of town. I was going to try to go to work out there where she's at. When I first got here, well, I don't know if I didn't answer the phone because I thought it might have been one of them telemarketers or whatever. I just let it ring.
Yeah.
And it probably turned out to be her boss trying to hire me.
Right.
Well, LJ's son, his fiance, brought me an application for Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
Well, at the time, it was $100 for each individual that, say if I hire, I get you an application, you put me on for a reference, it was $100 for each of us. Well,
oh, that's cool.
Before I got hired on, they changed it to $200. So we both got $200 each. And I'm surprised me being an indoors person, not being really much of a people person, especially being in public. I'm surprised I'm there almost a year being indoors.
Yeah.
And I'm still going. Now I talked to my boss on the way to work yesterday. So he's got me in for a raise. So I'll be making more than what I'm getting now. Plus they cut my hours because they're fixing to start hiring some more people. And he's wanting me to be a shift lead for Pizza Hut and kind kind of be in management there, and so yeah, it's
Mm,
pretty interesting.
yeah, that's good, brother.
Yeah,
That's good. You
yeah.
guys save a lot too, David. Man, Eli, where are you? Oh, look at him. He's got stage fright.
Oh shit, he didn't have stage fright on my birthday.
Right?
I got his ass back up on the panel.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It the way that I'm seeing that the world is going and everything is just,
Oh no.
you
I don't know if it's due to their redoing the store up here at Save a Lot, but
yeah.
they most of their shelves were bare.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Yeah.
only
It's
thing that was full was the beer aisle.
oh yeah. Yep.
So
Then
I mean, mm,
even here, HEB is almost bare nothing. I mean, I went in there the other day. All the bread is gone. All the meat has gone. Um,
mm,
there, we just had to hire 20 new security guards for the HEBs because they're rationing how many cans of canned vegetables and whatever that you can get down to 2 cans.
mm,
And it's it's getting bad, brother.
no, it's
What's up,
crazy.
Flavor? I mean, it. We have people that don't want to that don't want to work and is still collecting pay
Mm,
from the government, and then we don't have enough people. Like I watched a TikTok the other day about General Mills. Okay, General
mm,
Mills is has has had over 200 employees laid off for the last week because
mm,
they cannot have. I mean, they're not getting any of the ingredients that they need to make cereal or food bars or anything. And these machines are supposed to be going 24 hours a day, 7 days a
mm,
week, and all those machines are shut down. They're not having
mm,
anything come in, and they're barely getting like 2 trucks out a day with limited production. And
mm.
Hey,
like,
what's up?
hey,
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 My
look
bad,
at
Eli.
look at
hey,
this
hey,
guy.
I'm bareback myself right here. You want to see guy? Hey, can you push it back a little bit? Can you push it back a little bit?
Push what back?
The screen, the like the little squares.
I don't know.
Too far. Too far. Nah,
How about
no.
that one?
I look like shit today, man. And no one likes me.
Look at
Mm.
look at Eli, everybody. Hi,
Hey, what's
Eli.
up, everybody? What's up?
I don't think I can do that on my phone.
I just
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd come up here. If you see those little square boxes at the bottom, you can just press one of them. There's like 4 of them.
Oh, he wants to not be a big camera.
Uh,
Yeah, David. Yeah. Everything's
you,
going downhill, David.
unfortunately.
And with the truck drivers, they're not getting their raises, so they're going on strike. And
Yeah, I heard about that. I heard Houston's bad right now at
Yep.
HEB and stuff like that. So, over here where I'm at in Kyle, it's not that bad. There's still
Yeah.
food stuff. What's up, David? What's up, Flavor?
Yeah, right now it's just like the major cities that's getting
Yeah.
hit,
And
but
go ahead. Sorry.
oh, you're good. Go ahead, brother.
And the winter's gonna be kind of like the winter's gonna hit in different bigger cities than little ones too. So
Yep.
I think Austin had a lot of snow. I seen them,
Mhm.
get all the snow from the sidewalks and everything. And I mean that sucks. I'm
Yep.
glad I'm not in Austin right now. I don't know why, but man, it was cold. They said it's supposed to be cold for tomorrow or today actually.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It was 60 here today.
It felt pretty good, didn't it? It looked like it was gonna rain.
Yeah, it looked like it, but they said Monday we were supposed to have 3 days of nonstop rain, but it just it blew by us. It went east instead of west or something like that, and just completely skipped us.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm afraid of with Texas is, our state, like the desert states are the worst states to be in right now because of lack of rain, lack of everything, and droughting. And right now San Antonio is having to recycle gray water.
Wow.
And yeah. And
I've heard that.
gray water is bath water and non-toilet water.
Wow.
And repurifying it to go through the faucet for us to drink. And I mean,
yeah,
I gotta get
you can buy those filters that goes on the ends of the faucets, but still, no.
Yeah, I gotta be up at 9. I gotta be up at 9 for my physical therapist. I might not be up for long. I'm gonna try to get some sleep.
That's cool, fine, brother. You're fine.
At least you come up here.
But yeah.
Is that root beer you're drinking? You're making it sound like it's beer. Did you ever get that steak, dude? After all.
Yeah, there we go. He's got a blue ribbon.
Well, yeah, bitch. Make that man some steak. Texas gonna have a steak.
Just saying.
Oh yeah, super dad. There
you go.
There you go. You're
that works.
In the house. Shit. You say what goes, bitch. Shit.
Eli, before you go out there, we gotta teach you how to eat a fried scorpion.
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, Texas style.
No,
it's gotta be Texas style.
Is it gonna be?
Yes, sir.
Is it gonna be?
With habaneros.
We're not gonna put it on cheese and put it in a tortilla.
No.
You just gonna it's gonna be on an open flame.
Is it gonna be chili style? Just
no, nothing special, nothing special, sir.
maybe saute some habaneros.
Well, you better have cases.
There you go.
With it.
We could do that.
Hell yeah, I'll be sticking this shoot.
Eli, if you're gonna be in our survival group, you're gonna have to learn because I'm gonna bring you a bowl of scorpions.
Oh hell!
It's gonna taste like shrimp.
I've had to eat them raw while they're still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you have.
Yep. Same here, brother.
How do they taste like raw?
You don't want to know.
Yeah, it's. How do you explain it?
You have to taste it for yourself.
Yeah,
It's been a while. It's
Well,
been
I'll
a
tell
while
you what.
since I've had.
Tell you what, Matt. Matt,
yeah.
where's the interview
Yes.
you promised me?
When do you want it, sir? I'm only free on really Wednesdays.
Okay, but you know what?
Uh,
You doing like that? I'm gonna have you doing it for all the questions. I'm gonna give you.
You want me to get a scorpion for you?
No. I want you. I'm gonna have you going. I'm gonna have you started with the question. No, he knows his shit. Yeah, I'm gonna be like, he knows.
Be careful.
He knows.
Be
his
careful,
shit.
brother.
He knows
He'll
his
turn the conversation into paranormal real quick.
shit. He knows.
He'll make a scorpion go paranormal.
He knows his
There
shit.
you go.
Man. I'll ask my Facebook, and he'll go there freaking to that dog man. You know, like,
Yeah, or that.
that dog
Yeah.
man can be paranormal. And I'm just, I'll make that thing.
He will.
LJ and Jason's has new
got
dogman breeds coming out that way.
I got Ryan coming on my channel soon.
Oh, do you?
You got to hurry up and beat him. They beat him.
Hey, we might need to hurry up and get
How about
Kill
you
Hut
two
down
go on?
here.
How about you two?
Yeah.
Go on there at the same time with him.
We can do that.
Well, the thing is, me and Ryan are brothers in the same field and stuff like that, but we have different views. We share a lot of views the same way, a lot of mindsets the same way, but our views are different.
Well, you could agree to disagree for that day, right?
Yeah. Me and Ryan, we never really disagree. We just bounce ideas off of each other.
Yeah. Oh yeah, understandable. And yeah, man. Still we could do individual. Doesn't matter. I would love to talk about that. You know what? I had pictures ready. That time when I got sick, I had the pictures ready and everything. Had everything written down because Jax put it in there for me because she's good like that. So when I put it up, it talks about Dog Man and Elephant Man or whatever you're gonna know what Cryptic is about.
Right.
I had it ready, and if you could tell me those are fake, then they're fake. You know what I mean? I had all kinds of. Not the elephant. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? They have like scorpion and like man. I just want to know if they're real or not.
Here's the thing, brother. There's for every one person that does the research and agrees 100% that it's fake, there's 50 people that bash you and say that it's real.
But it's more like it's sort of like like making your mind wonder. You know what I mean? We all surely don't know, really. We do, but we don't. It's all about making the audience think, can that be possible? You know what I mean?
Well,
I like doing
in
that.
the cryptid field, everything is possible. That's why cryptozoology was created.
Yep.
Because there is a possibility for things undiscovered. Because undiscovered species of animal are discovered every day, literally every day.
Even sea creatures.
Right. But the thing is about cryptids. The majority of cryptids, they don't fit the scientific profile of their natural habitats, like Sasquatch.
But with Sasquatch, I was wondering something. Is Sasquatch related to gorillas? Because they walk around like them.
Yes,
I've heard they talk like us or walk like us.
Yeah. It makes you think.
Well,
did you know?
I don't know.
Man,
They walk bipedal. They are bipedal like us.
mhm.
I mean, gorillas can be bipedal or quadrupedic. I mean, they use their knuckles or whatever for balance. But the thing with like Sasquatch and stuff, we humans have the ability to bend their feet to grip, like to grip different
Mm.
surfaces.
Like we use our hands.
Right. Sasquatches cannot, they don't have the maneuverability, they don't have the bone structure in their feet to be able to grip certain like territory, like
Yeah.
not territories but biomes. Like
Hmm.
you can't see them gripping a rock and pulling themselves up. That's why they have more upper body strength than they do lower body strength.
Yeah. Try to get in the picture.
It like, yeah, like you've seen a gorilla walk
Well,
standing
well,
up in a
well,
zoo, right?
it was amazing. There, I was watching this. I was watching this show with in Australia, and they had this big old I don't know, it was a chimpanzee or it was a no, it was a gorilla, and
Yeah.
they made a ball, right, and he was playing with it and taking some stuff out of the ball that they had in there, so he could make
Yeah.
something a ball like his kind of ball, you know what I mean, out of sticks and everything. They're intelligent,
Yeah.
so I mean,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
could they be descendants of them, but in a smarter way, like to fit
Hmm.
in?
yeah. Well, the thing
Kind of like
is, the whole entire idea of Sasquatch is a descendant of the Gigantopithecus, which is a huge gorilla type creature from the prehistoric era.
This is
Oh,
gonna be
yeah.
They are
interesting.
supposed to be descendants of that, but then there's, like I said, the Neanderthals, the type 2s, which supposedly the
Yeah, yeah.
Neanderthals bred with the Gigantopithecus and created that version of them.
Well, let me. I gotta ask something. Okay, there's always been mosquitoes, right? Always been mosquitoes.
Mhm.
I mean, can they? I mean, I'm pretty sure ones live that long. They probably could maybe. I mean, get some blood out of it or something like that, or something that's
Like
that.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah. So you know what I mean.
I was thinking the same shit.
I know. I mean, it's far fetched. Okay, but forgive me. It's far fetched, but do you think it's possible for them to probably get some blood and maybe I don't know where, how, but
The reconstruction
hey,
of that,
Ghostfaces.
the reconstruction of taking blood over millions of years,
Yeah,
even in the theory of a amberite, like in a
an
mosquito
amberite.
that's preserved in amberite, the blood cells need active movement, active. That's why we have pumping hearts and everything, because
Mhm.
it's constantly flowing through us. If
But can I
once
ask you
it's
a
in
question?
a, yeah,
Go ahead. No, I was gonna say with that, including with that. Okay, how are they gonna bring something back like the woolly mammoth, right? How can they bring something back? But when they bring something back, doesn't an animal need a soul like we have one? I mean, you can't just
technically
like yeah, like you know what I mean. Like I mean,
that
sorry, go ahead.
birth, going through a religious aspect of it all, you can make anything. I mean, there's test tube babies that don't need humans.
Wow.
I mean, we made sheep out of test tubes with no living incubator.
That's what I don't
I
get.
mean,
I mean, how do we make it move? How do we make it eat? I mean, like without it would.
it,
I mean, to us, we're a vessel. Hey, what's up, Lori? We're a vessel. I mean, in our own way. I mean, we can't just like make a human body that we can't make it live and not have a soul. I mean, that's something that
Hmm.
I don't really get. It's evolution, but at the same time, like, where can we get a soul to put in the body? You know what I mean?
The things with animals, even from the most oldest texts, say that animals don't have a soul. But that's not true because of paranormal findings of spirit animals. But the thing is, they are animals. They are bred to be slaughtered. And that's where a lot of rebirth happens. People believe that the soul of the animal continues on to another birth. Like, technically, they don't need a soul to live. They don't need a soul to be bred.
So all we need is a beating heart and a mind that works, and we're alive. It's basically, right? Is
Right.
that proven by medical journals? Really? I mean,
Yes.
or
There,
am I walking? Go ahead. Am I walking around without a soul?
well, the thing is, I mean, the spirit theory was disproven in the 70s. There was a Russian biologist that literally had a severed dog head and brought it back to life using electricity. It was able to hear, it was able to open its eyes, it was able to bark, act like it was barking, but since there was no body to force air out, it made no noise.
Could it be possible? Could it be possible to put an animal on a human body? A head on the human body. I mean, could that work?
I mean,
or you think they're?
I mean, there's human organ transplants that have been there's a diabetic.
Did you hear about that?
You can take animal parts and put it into a human body and still function the exact same way.
Yep.
I mean, they grow. Yeah, go ahead, Jason.
I know, right?
I know somebody that they took a David. Sorry about that.
Up,
hey, David, brother.
But go ahead.
You know,
say hello.
Very true.
Good job.
We shouldn't play God.
Well, but the thing is, us playing God has saved countless of lives, though, too.
I was just going to say that as well.
Yeah. I mean, there has been over 1,000 people since the early 2000s. I want to say 2005 that had. I mean, they were juvenile diabetics, insulin-dependent diabetics that went to Canada and they had their pancreas replaced with a pig pancreas and cured them of diabetes.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there was a heart transplant of a gorilla into a man in California, and he lived.
So you're saying that we don't have souls? We don't have souls, basically, right? So you're saying that?
No, I'm not saying that.
Yeah, I'm just saying that we are animals.
Yeah, we are all mammals.
Yeah. Mammal and animals mix.
Okay.
I know somebody that has like our veins. They also transplanted like pig veins into a human body also. And I know somebody that's still living with that running to their heart.
Right. I mean, we are not. I mean, technically, we're not playing God. We're not at the point to where we can literally clone humans. We're not at a point where
No, yeah, no, that
we
yes.
are.
No, not publicly. Privately, you
Yeah.
never know.
Yeah, they probably have tried.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, okay, what do you think
Yeah.
about the people with two heads and that is, they're stuck together, and how do they? Can't they just like, they're just veins connected like to each other, like it's just a little piece of skin that's connected. Like I mean,
It happens
that,
in the edible. It happens in the edible kingdom also.
Oh, yeah.
There's
Mhm.
there's snakes that are born with two heads. There's cows that's been born with two heads. There's been cows.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Cows, cats, dogs, you name it. They've all had
yeah.
cases of having two heads or two
Yes,
bodies,
sir.
or
It
6 or
the
7
thing
legs.
is, yeah,
yeah,
they consider that a cannibalistic gene. Okay,
nice.
say that there's say that say that a female is pregnant with twins. Okay, well, she gets pregnant and she's going to have twins. Well, the way that the human body is those two cells are fighting for the same space.
Mhm.
And if they are able to defend each other and not be eaten, they are created as twins or Siamese twins or anything. Siamese twins are conjoined together. I mean, there's Siamese twins and there's conjoined twins. Then there's
Mhm.
also, non-identical twins. But then there's also called the cannibalistic gene, where one is an alpha and the other is a beta, and the alpha
Mhm.
cell will devour the beta cell. And literally, there's accounts of that individual being born, and through their life, they have other life experiences from
Mhm.
something else that is closely related to them, but they don't know where it comes from. And it's because they devoured their twin in birth.
Pizza.
And
No,
it kind of drives them psychotic.
they do, and that's why we shouldn't play God. That's why we should let I don't know. Because I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna get some more sleep, man. But thanks for having me up.
All right, but
Oh,
All
Eli,
right, brother.
anytime, brother.
I got my appointment at 9, and I get some sleep. Matt, hook me up and set something up.
All right, brother.
For real, dude.
Yeah, whenever you got an open on Wednesday, I can do it.
Yeah, man. I'll let you know, man. Well, yeah,
Okay.
I'll let you know. All right, guys.
All right, brother.
Nice.
Take care.
Yeah.
Later, chat.
I'll tell you what, I won't go live when Eli interviews you. I'll be in the chat
Okay.
watching for
I'll let you
trolls.
come up.
yeah, right.
What?
All right.
I can't wait.
After.
I can't wait to interview Ghost Tracers.
Oh, I know that shit's right.
Oh yeah,
Get ready for that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
yeah, that would be cool.
All right,
Yeah.
brother.
All right.
See you, bro.
Take care, Eli. Hi, David.
Hey, what's up, Matt?
Hey.
Oh, nothing much, brother. Just Eli coming in with that curveball.
Yeah, it
Always
was.
says that.
Uh-huh. That's Eli.
Going on like philosophical ideas and stuff, and I'm like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Eli does.
hard.
Yep.
Yeah, it's hard to talk about that stuff with the way the world is, literally.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Like,
no. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's. I don't know. I hate talking about it. It's just as bad as politics, if not. Actually, it's worse than talking about politics.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just like
Mhm.
the way the world is, the way that I mean, like since the beginning of time, people have wanted to create the super soldier. People wanted to create the almighty being, and I don't want to bring up certain characters in history, but there was a certain character in World War II that was doing biological experiments
Oh yeah.
on people. And well, it wasn't just, the mainstay biological experiment. Like, even my grandfather, he served in World War II, and he was in Germany, and they were going through the Black Forest of Germany, and he told me before he died and everything, one of his encounters in the Black Forest, that they were being stalked by something that was not human. It sounded like a wolf mixed with a human, and the howls were not like wolf howls. They were like a human in pain howling to the sky. And there was figures that would run through the trees as fast as you could blink, and they would shoot at it, and they would just hit trees. They would never actually hit this figure. And they continued through, and they got to their base camp, and all night long, it wasn't just one, it was multiple sounds of this creature in those woods. What it was, he doesn't know. What it could have been, God knows what. But, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, you don't know what is out in the woods. You don't.
Sure don't.
Yeah, and you don't know how much of that research was used by the Americans and the Russians after the fall of Germany.
Correct, brother. I mean, people play it off like it's just, PTSD or, whatever. But that's the thing. A lot of scientists are saying that mythology, creatures of myth and everything were just based on skeletal structures that they found while building, like the legend of the Cyclops.
Yep.
They said that the Greeks probably found a elephant skull and considered the middle part of the skull where the trunk is the eye. And I was like, and to me, I'm like, they knew what these creatures was back then. I mean, Attila the Hun rode elephants against the Roman army. They would know what an elephant looked like,
Yeah.
Why would they take something that they have physically seen and killed and turn it into something else? But that's the thing with science. Science always has to find physical evidence to prove that something's real. And it's always going to be that way.
Definitely.
And, then you get like the religious aspect, people that don't care about science. and are afraid of science because of what science can do.
Mm.
And
Science and medicine, they don't want to know about.
right,
Oh yeah. Mm.
yeah, it's a never even, scale. You can't win on either side. You either have to take one side or the other.
Oh, that's
And a
definitely.
lot of people, yeah, you have to take reality over one aspect, And like what I was trying to tell Eli before, about Sasquatches,
Mm.
like we base the living of cryptids and stuff based on their weight, their height, and how much calories it takes, like humans, because that's the only thing we can base a calorie diet on is by normal humans. It's like a normal average male of today's standards is like 6'2".
Mm.
A 6'2" male to keep up his what's the word I'm looking for? Keep up the ability to handle everyday needs is survivability. A
Oh yeah.
normal human needs 2,800 calories. A 6'2" male between the weight of 150 to 180 pounds needs 2,800 calories a day to survive. A human female ranging from 5'8" to 5'10", between 120 pounds and 140 pounds, needs 1,900 calories a day to be at peak performance.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking at a cryptid, a Sasquatch, that can range from 8 foot tall to 10 foot tall. All right. Can be between 800 pounds to 1,200 pounds of pure muscle.
Mm-hmm.
Is going to need in the range of around 20 to 30,000 calories to keep up that body weight constantly every day to survive, especially in the outdoors where harsh environments are, where, I mean, harsh weather climates, rain, snow, everything, because you need to eat to keep your body temperature up in inclement weather. It does not, with the way wilderness is, the way wild edibles are, it is not suitable and not feasible for something that big to be around, to be actually living and surviving in today's standards, because not even a normal human can find enough wild edibles in 1 mile to survive them every day.
Yep.
And that's through an actual survivalist and botanist standpoint. If
Oh yeah.
1 mile of wild edibles can't support us, it definitely ain't going to support something that big.
Mm-mm.
And that's why human survival, most people die because there is not enough calories out there. There is not enough intake for. And that's why, oh, we got another one, Wolf.
I think Eli got him.
Okay. All right.
I got the last one. That was the Harold Derrick.
Harold. Okay, you got him. All right.
Yep, somebody got
I
him.
reported that sucker, and it vanished it out of our other chat off of YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Speaking of the survival, you ever seen
yes,
or
sir.
ever heard of Naked and Afraid?
Oh God.
Yes, sir.
I applied for that way before I met LJ,
Oh, really?
and oh yeah, that was Eli. Um,
Mm.
yeah, I applied for that. Best friend and her daughter said, just as long as it's not in the wintertime.
Yeah,
So,
Right.
yeah, depending
I'm
on where
like, nope. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
And
I
then I met her. I was
I
like,
applied.
nope, never mind.
Yeah. I applied for Alone. I applied for multiple seasons of Alone. I've also applied to the Canadian mapping department to go and map out the uncharted part of Canada that's in middle Canada.
Oh, cool.
And
I'll be right back. I
they
gotta let dog out.
you're good, brother.
All right.
But because I have juvenile diabetes,
Yeah.
I wasn't accepted on any of it because they don't want to take a health risk because
Mhm.
there's been over like 13,000 individuals that have died in Canada trying to map out that part of
Oh,
Canada.
wow.
Oh, yeah, since like I want to say since like the 1700s. Like,
Well, there's a large concentration of Bigfoots in Canada,
yeah,
certain parts.
there
And
is.
some of them are friendly and some aren't.
Yeah, they I mean, it depends. It depends. Like, there's been recordings of alpha male Sasquatches ripping up trees and attacking foresters that are,
Oh, yeah,
tearing down
absolutely.
trees in
Yep.
certain parts. Yeah, it.
Oh, you know what?
But
Oh, you got to hear
yeah,
this. I was listening to Coast AM a couple nights ago, and they had this Bigfoot researcher from, I think he lives in Ontario.
yes,
You should have heard
I'd
some of the
listen to that.
recordings.
Same wood. Yeah,
He's
it's
from,
almost.
oh, God.
They're almost on par with the Sierra Sounds.
Well, these were actually calling this guy's name and everything else. He
Yeah.
actually made friends with one of them, and every time he went into the woods, it would like start howling and calling his
Hmm.
name and opening
Oh
up his
yeah.
car, putting little rocks and stuff inside his car and on the hood.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I mean,
putting
they're not
handprints.
dumb creatures,
No, they're not. This one,
but
I mean, it was incredible the vocalizations that this guy recorded.
oh yeah. I mean, if you visit an area enough and they know that you're not dangerous, if they know that you don't have guns, and oh, hold up, what's going on?
I just saw that,
Yeah.
and I think
Uh,
I forget what they're called, but nicknames Desert People.
yeah.
Oh yeah, there's
I
people that live
mean,
everywhere, pretty much.
Yes,
oh
sir.
yeah.
Sure is.
I mean, it's humans are really the only creature that is adaptable. Humans have had to learn to adapt. It's but the thing with wildlife is adaptable after 2 or 3 generations, not
Mm.
not instantly. And
Mm.
it goes for the same thing with humans also. If you go to a specific part of the world, you have to acclimate to that specific biome. You can't you can't go from being Texas born and raised and living in Alaska for the rest of your life, like without acclimating to that weather, because your body is used to constant heat and everything, and going to a place that is literally covered in snow 90% of the year and freezing temperatures. Your blood will, your blood would literally freeze because you haven't grown that extra layer of thickness or body temperature
Oh,
to
yeah.
you.
Mm.
And that's why it's so hard for northern northern cryptids that have lived all their life in the northern climates to come down to hotter areas and not shed off their fur, their hair or anything like that. Because you can see the differences in a Texas deer and a deer in Minnesota. It has thicker fur, it has a thicker build to it, and that's what happens, and if that northern deer came down to Texas, it would die from heat stroke because it has too much fur and everything to survive.
It does. It's like horses, cattle.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
It's that winter coat.
Yeah. It's like huskies. Bringing huskies into Texas, literally they are stopping people from bringing huskies or malamutes or anything with thick fur from northern regions into Texas because it's considered animal abuse now, because that animal cannot acclimate to the weather.
Exactly.
And I mean, you have to put physical science, you have to put physical things, physical findings, stuff that is known, and into reality when you're searching and learning anything. It's how our wild edible books were found and made is because of trial and error and people dying from eating wild edibles.
Yep.
And finding a way to get around it or cook it or do whatever. And
speaking of edibles,
yeah,
I forget the YouTuber's name, but if you don't cook, like say eating a coyote, if you don't cook it slow and for a long period of time, you'll end up getting parasites from that meat. Yep. It's like eating a zebra. Zebra's like horse meat. It's stringy, but it's real tender. And if you cook it just right, it is bad ass eating. It's a lot better than buffalo. Buffalo's kind of a tough meat, but it is really good.
Oh yeah, buffalo is definitely good, especially when you make the buffalo chili.
Oh yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
My buddy's mom back in Texas at the ranch that I worked for. Oh man, that lady can cook. I mean, she was, she still is probably one of the best cooks I've ever come across in my entire life.
Right.
I mean, I love this lady like she's my own mama. And whenever I found out that both of them had COVID last year,
Yeah.
and I ended up getting it. I mean, I didn't care where I got it from, just as long as they were fine and they ended up good.
Mhm.
That's the only thing that mattered to me. And I kicked it within 24 hours because I ended up extracting it from them. It's like I was telling you before the stream. I mean, I was probably 3 foot away from him, maybe. And then,
Yeah.
you know, my buddy, he was like 3 foot across the table from him, maybe 4 foot. And I ended up getting it. But I didn't give a shit about me. I gave a damn about both of them. And
Mhm.
when I heard they were okay, then okay, I can go back to the ranch. So yeah. So I mean, I consider them like family. Hell, I've known him since I was in 3rd grade, and that was for years. And
Yeah.
they're more like family than my own family, pretty much. And
Yes, sir.
hell,
Well,
we
oh, go ahead,
go
brother.
ahead. Oh, I was just gonna say that his dad and I pick at him like, and he'd get mad and we're like, fuck you. And we're like, no, all you gotta do is just do it this way. Don't say that. Shit. We pick at his ass. uh, oh man. I don't remember if my dad's ever met his dad, but there was a neighbor ranch that my dad worked for, doing paint and body work and little mechanic work, just right down the road. And hell, if you look from my buddy's house, he was up on a hill, and you can see where my dad worked and everything from where there used to be an old Victorian house when he and I'd go to school. Being up on that house, they bulldozed it down and built a little small ranch house up there on that hill. And you can still see the remnants of where my dad worked. I mean, it's like maybe a half a mile from his ranch, according to, just with the naked eye.
Right.
And I know he's met, my dad's met him and met his wife. And oh shit, you get that boy drunk. Oh shit, nonstop, and it gets louder and louder. He's funny.
I've known people like that too.
He's funny drunk, but I mean, you can't help but to love the boy.
Right.
He's a character. He just got worse. He just got worse through the years. I guess it's all that coffee you drink. Yeah.
Like we have, as humans, have, like, talking about like wild meat and all this stuff. Like, we have put into farms and everything stuff that shouldn't be eaten by us, like pork. Pork is one of the major meats that cannot be eaten raw. It has to be cooked to a certain temperature, because not only do pork has worms in their skin that can make us sick and kill us. And it's like the things, like, we can't survive anymore in the wilderness. We can't survive anymore by ourselves. It's like none of humanity today can't even get along with each other. Like the story, like what you just said. Most
Mm.
humans can't even get along together anymore,
Right.
even on that level. To survive, to help each other, and it's like, I don't know, like tribes and stuff like that, like they don't have problems like we do. You know, they've been in a close knit community, like family, like what you said. You know, your best friend and their parents are like blood to you, and that's how native tribes are, and that's how it should be. You know, you don't have to be blood, you don't have to be family to get along with each other, to help each other. And if something really did happen to this world, there's there's nothing to save humanity anymore. There's probably a handful of people, but the majority could care less. It's now a me society, and that's how it is, you know.
Yes, sir. Sure enough. Unfortunately, that's the way the world's went.
Right.
Sure is.
All right, gentlemen. After I finish this smoke, I'm gonna have to get off here.
Alrighty.
I gotta cook dinner and everything for me and the wife, and
Oh yeah.
go wash dishes and get the
Oh,
get the garbage and stuff thrown.
no. Speaking of the wife, when we gonna see some more cooking episodes from her?
Yeah,
I
right.
enjoyed watching those too.
She's having to work from home now, so and her schedule is from 1:30 to midnight or later because of her job. So yeah, it's really hard for her right now to do anything. Like, I've been cooking and stuff for her, and
okay.
yeah, but she she may put some more up sometime whenever she has an off day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
she wants to show how to make pemmican. So
Oh God.
I hadn't had none of that since my grandma.
A long time. Pemmican.
and
Oh yeah.
she wants to make she wants to make a blueberry, not blueberry, but strawberry honey pemmican.
Oh yes.
Mm.
My grandma made
And she also wants to show how to
berries.
make like old school squash bread. Like, she wants to do all that stuff, but you know, with her job and everything right now, is
Oh yeah.
yeah. But I'll try to coax her into it maybe Sunday.
Okay. I'm gonna run and get the hound dog real quick. I'll be right back.
All right.
No problem. Yeah, she you know, she likes cooking. She likes doing all that stuff, but she likes doing the old school, you know, like old school cooking. And there's a YouTube channel that I've been watching, and I'll say the name of it. It's cooking through history, and he shows how like the poor and the rich throughout civilizations throughout history ate, and like he did a video on Valentine's Day about Jewish something during the Spanish Inquisition, and it was a really good like survival food, and it's made from like eggplant and fatty beef, like the beef that nobody wanted, you know, like cow's tongue, cow's udder, stuff like that. And it could be made into a soup, or for long-term storage, it could be turned into pemmican and be dried and turn into like a meatloaf and be taken wherever, because they like saturated it in salt and for long-term use. So if y'all, I mean, Jason and David and people in the chat, if y'all want to learn good like survival food throughout the history, like that made other cities and cultures strong, look up Cooking Through History on YouTube. And
All right.
Jason, since you may like it, because he did a video about Viking volcano bread, and yeah, you may like that. So
All right.
just a heads up.
All right. Definitely check that out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I tried.
All right,
looking-
brothers.
Yeah, I tried looking up that channel. Can't find it.
Oh, you can't?
Sure, it's not tasting history.
Yes, Tasting History. That's it.
Tasting history. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
I
found
think
it.
I've come across that. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
he's
Yeah,
over.
tasting history
and he-
with Max Miller.
Yes, he is really good. I mean, he takes the recipes straight from the historical books. He doesn't add anything unless it's a herb that is not found anymore, something that's relative to it. So
He'll substitute it for something close to it.
yeah,
Okay.
so
Cool.
I mean,
All right.
it's a really good show, and great for learning basic
Wow.
meals that you could throw together with like 3 or 4 ingredients for like survival or whatever.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'll
All
definitely
right,
check into
gentlemen.
him.
Yeah,
Thank you,
y'all
brother.
have a
I
great
appreciate
night.
it.
Anytime, brother. Whenever you go
I-
live, just holler at me and I'll get up here with you.
I definitely will. I've also thank Ron for the stickers too.
Awesome.
So, yep.
Y'all have a
Matt
great
said-
night, brother.
LJ said good
Great.
night. So
Good night,
I'll
sis.
see y'all later.
Yeah, later,
I
Matt.
love y'all.
Good night, Jason. Good night, David. Take care, everybody. Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Sorry about that. I had to run that real quick.
Yeah, right.
Hey, I appreciate you coming up here, David.
Oh, no problem.
Appreciate that a lot.
Yeah, Eli told me we're live, and I was like, okay, I'm coming over.
Yeah, David's up here. Yep. She goes, is David up here? I said, yep, he's up
Yep, I'm up here.
here. She said, well, hi.
Yo, yo.
Yo, yo.
Here we go.
Yeah, she's watching her Walking the Dead or
Yeah,
Walking Dead. Oh, CJ. She's watching CJ now.
No, that's what I would call John.
Oh, that boy. I'll tell you what. CJ.
You're pissed off.
He get, she's watching the one where he's
He's in the wait, no, that one I watched the one
Which one?
Asylum.
Oh, in the asylum. She still gets a kick out of the one where he comes out of that one room, and then there's a staircase with that little doll sitting right there at the bottom of the stair. And then he's screaming like a little bitch, and then he's
Oh God! It doesn't take me
Stupid
much for him
bitch
to
doll.
get scared.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah.
I watched him scream out a little jumping spider. I'm like, really?
Oh, I remember that one
It was like
too.
microscopic. I mean, like, he's like a spider.
Little bitty.
It's gonna eat him.
And then he goes to that, what is that bed and breakfast or something, and then he gets rug burn under his eye, and then Peppermint Patty, Princess Patty, she goes in there. She went and stayed in the same damn room. She didn't fall. I was like,
I heard about that. Yeah.
yeah,
He has a habit of falling down.
right. CJ's a trip. I like that boy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Got a bitch scream.
Yeah, he does.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Right now they're in the southeast of Roswell. So,
Oh, she's watching an old episode of them.
Phoenix laugh.
Oh yeah.
Bitch.
Yep. Well, shit. I guess I'm gonna get off here and empty my
Right.
bladder and start fresh tomorrow.
Hmm.
I gotta work until Monday.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Pizza Hut hours.
Pizza
I
Hut.
don't.
Yeah, I haven't had Pizza Hut in a while.
Well, I mean, if I've already checked into it, unfortunately, I'm not able to give my discount unless you're in the same town.
Yeah.
So,
Corey like.
yeah.
Yeah,
Jack said,
we got Pizza Hut around here. We got Papa John's. Yeah, they're building an all brand new Papa John's downtown.
"Oh shit, huh?
That's gonna. Yeah, I'm not sure how much the real pizza restaurants are gonna like it. We got some like real old school pizza places that have been like open since like the 70s, 60s,
I think
70s.
sometime.
Like since I used to get
Got the traditional Italian pizza. Got the brick oven pizza. We got pizza trucks. We got everything down here.
Shit, y'all probably got the better stuff. I mean, the only thing we got is Little Caesars, Domino's, Pizza Hut, and then Aromas.
Oh, we got. I don't know how many pizza places down here.
Hmm.
There's actually a company. They got these old school pizza trucks. The
Oh,
trucks
shit.
from the 50s. They put the brick ovens on the back and ride them around to parties and wherever.
Oh shit, y'all got the real pizza around there.
Yep.
Jackson, I might need to come pay your ass a visit.
Yeah, right. Oh yeah, New Haven. Yeah, New Haven's got a lot of pizza places.
Oh wow. Hey. Yeah, sounds like definitely I need to go and pay some real pizza places a visit.
Hmm.
Yep. Shit. Alrighty. I guess I'm gonna turn my ass in for the
Yeah,
night.
all right. Yeah, it's good talking to you.
So, Oh yes, sir. I'm glad you come up here and
Oh
hung out
yeah,
with us.
I was like, yeah, I had to come up.
Anytime. Anytime.
Oh yeah,
I know I think next Wednesday, I don't know, I'll check with Eli. If it's next Wednesday, I'm not gonna be going live.
hmm
He'll be interviewing Matt.
oh yeah,
So if they are, then I'll probably go live Monday.
We're not here, Matt.
oh yeah. I'll be around.
All right. I'll tweet it out and I think I'm following you on Twitter. I'll holler at you.
Because I know
Mhm.
Patty's interviewing on the 18th.
And Patty's also interviewing on the 18th.
Oh cool.
She's interviewing Jax.
All right.
So about what time you think?
It's 6 o'clock my time, 8 o'clock your time.
8 o'clock her time.
Oh, all right.
So that's Eastern time.
5 o'clock. I think it's 5 o'clock my time. No, it's 6 o'clock my time.
6 o'clock our time.
Go ahead.
So
I'll tweet it out.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, have a good night, Double D.
yeah, thank y'all for coming. And guess we'll see y'all
Yep.
Monday.
Yeah, oh yeah. See you later.
All right. Y'all take care and see y'all next time.
Yep.